Some of the 27-year-olds born at the advent of freedom in the country say regardless of shortcomings over the past 27 years, there's always a reason to celebrate. Today marks 27 years since the first democratic election in South Africa on this day in 1994. This year's local government election will be the 6th in the democratic dispensation. SABC reporter Ntlantla Kgatlhane compiled this report.
It is the realization of hopes and dreams that we have cherished over decades. The dreams of a South Africa which represents all South Africans.
For many, this heralded a new beginning. The hard-fought democracy didn't come easy. The unbanning of many political parties meant freedom from oppression. The year 2021 marks exactly 27 years of democracy in South Africa. On 27 April 1994, the country held its first democratic elections, making the formal end of apartheid.
Yes. For a long time we refer to this picture. It's a photograph of the whole.
And one of the 20th century's greatest victories for the human race. 27 years later, how is the Rainbow Nation performing in terms of human rights?
As I'm at 27 years old, I don't think it's working for me. Okay, the reason why, most of the people, especially the young ones, youth, they're not employed, they're unemployed. Two, whatever you try, it just cannot work since we have to vote the elections and what, but it's not working for us.
We are born in New South Africa, so compared to the old South Africa, I mean, our parents, they never really had the chance to vote. They never had the voice. They couldn't just do as they please, you know, they were under a strict government at that time.
I was born into a colored area, a colored Indian area, and I moved into a former white area. So inviting people home from university and high school to celebrate my religious day, such as Eid, was predominantly white and black people. And that's an experience my parents haven't had when they were young.
I will always be grateful that I was born just before the first post-apartheid elections in 1994, which means that I was born into a new South Africa where we now have the ability and the freedom to choose. And that is why I think that regardless of what has happened in these 27 years, this should still be a day that we continue to celebrate.
Emmanuel Gaugelo is 27 years old. Fascinated by a free society and the idea of equal opportunities, he has started his own business with an unshakable belief that he will make it.
As a 27-year-old young black business owner, on this 27 years celebration of freedom, I don't have much to celebrate. I don't have anything to celebrate because of everything that is happening at a time, in these times that we're living in the country. Simply because people that are in power and are corrupt, I don't celebrate freedom.
The birth of democracy paved the way for an equal society with equal rights.
I'm proud of the fact that the world looked to us for a while at least. We were seen as a country that had come together in some way, that had been at the abyss and had pulled back. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission, Archbishop Tutu, that all of that is something to be proud of. And other countries look to us.
But almost 3 decades later, the dream has not been fully realized. The country is still faced with racial discrimination, economic inequalities, and the elephant in the room, the land issue, still lingers. For those who have experienced both apartheid and democracy, there is still more that needs to be done.
Ordinary people don't always have a say. Well, the thing that is, I suppose, that I'm least proud of, and I think we could all be least proud of, is that inequality in this country has actually got worse, even if that can be imagined, than it was during the apartheid era.
27 years after South Africa's first democratically elected President Nelson Mandela casted his vote, some of his people are still waiting for his dreams and aspirations to become a reality. But one thing is certain: democracy means they have the right to vote and choose who should govern. Ntlantla Kgatlhane, SABC News, Johannesburg.